Hi everyone. Today I'm participating in a collab, Christmas in July. It is hosted by Debbie from Debbie's Kitchen, and we are to make a tropical dish or drink. So please go check out Debbie and the other participants to see what tropical items they decided to make. For my tropical dish, I'm going to be making pineapple ribs. What all goes into the pineapple ribs? Pork ribs, a pineapple, smoked paprika, garlic powder. I don't have enough garlic powder, so I'm going to be using granulated garlic. Pretty much the same thing. Chili powder. I didn't have enough of bought chili powder, so I'll be using my homemade chili powder. I'll leave the links down below on that. Cayenne pepper, brown sugar, salt and pepper, your favorite barbecue sauce, and I'll be using the Hawaiian barbecue sauce. So the first thing you want to do, if it has a silver skin, you want to remove that. Just take that and pull it back. It is a little bit slippery. You know, you can use a towel or a paper towel so you can get a good grip on it. And just pull it off. If you leave this on, it will make that tough to eat on the backside of your ribs, even by cooking it for a long period of time. And if you're lucky, it'll all come up pretty much in one pull. So we don't want that. Preheat your oven to 275. Make sure your rack is at the bottom rack, or at least enough clearance for your pineapple to fit. All right, so I'm going to mix all of the seasonings together on my baking sheet. I'm not sure how much I should be doing. I'll be doing 1/4 of a cup of each thing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start it like this, and then I can mix them all together. So that's garlic granules and the chili powder, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper. Kind of clumpy because I don't use that very often. Not quite a full amount of salt. Almost 1/4 of a cup of salt. Almost 1/4 of a cup of pepper. And 1/4 of a cup of the brown sugar. I'm going to give it a little bit more. And then just take these and then just mix them all together. Now this will be the rub for the ribs. And I know a lot of people use the yellow mustard for the binder for rub. And I do as well. But since this recipe did not say that, I always try to do the recipe original as it says before I make my adjustments. So that's why I'm not doing that, even though part of me is telling me I should. So next you will cut off the rind of the pineapple and leave the top on. But I did cut the tips off so it'll fit okay in the oven. So take your ribs and put them in the seasoning and rub them all over the place. Okay, we're going to flip it over. Do the sides as well, the ends, and then set that aside. Take a container that will be big enough to put the pineapple in. Dump in your barbecue sauce. Second bottle. That's going to have to do because that's all barbecue sauce I have. And then stick your pineapple in there. Supposed to dip it in there. And I'm going to have to just kind of do this. Any more barbecue sauce and I think you would wasting it. I'll give it another basting in just a second. All right, so it is basted in sweet Hawaiian barbecue sauce. You take your ribs And it was hard trying to find the right size ribs, and I don't even know if these are going to be right size or not. And you wrap it around the pineapple like so. All right, so then it says to skewer it on there with wooden skewers, but going in the oven for 3.5 hours, even soaking them. I didn't feel right about using a wooden skewer. I'll get that skewered and I'll be right back. So next you take your pineapple and put it in aluminum foil and wrap that up until it goes up to about here on the top. I am going to have to poke a hole through the foil because of the skewer. On this one here, I'm just going to kind of go around it. Like so. I think that looks pretty good. I have it in a roasting pan just so in case it leaks all over the place, it won't go to the bottom of my oven. So put your ribs in a preheated 275-degree oven. The lowest rack to give it clearance so it's not touching the top. Mine's at the very bottom. And cook that for 3.5 hours. After 3.5 hours, I took the pineapple ribs out of the oven. It's going to be super, super hot, so you got to be really, really careful when you take off the aluminum foil and the skewer. All right, as you can see, it looks pretty good. It's starting to pull away, so I am sure it is done. I've got the skewer out. It is very, very hot. Then we lay it out on the pan here and then cut it up and cut up the pineapple and get ready to serve. I think what I'll do is I'll see if I can remove the pineapple first. And we'll set that aside and we'll cut that in just a minute. And move that over a little bit so I can move this over a little bit so I can flop that out. There we go. I'm going to kind of let that rest a little bit while I cut the pineapple. So I have a bowl that I'll be putting the chopped up pineapple in. So I'm going to lay it on its side. First thing we'll do is we'll cut the top off. And discard that. And then we'll cut the bottom off because we didn't cut all the way down there, and we'll discard that. Slice it and then cut it into pieces. All right, I'll finish that and I'll be back. All right, so next we will cut the ribs. So first you want to take your rice, lay it on the plate, put some of the ribs there, take some of the pineapples, put them on there, and then garnish it with some green onions. We'll put some of the barbecue sauce that it was cooked in, pour it all over. So here is the pineapple ribs over a bed of rice with the pineapple that it was cooked with and garnished with green onions. Let's see what Dave thinks.
Anything in particular?
This is pineapple ribs. Everything but the rice was cooked together.
Okay. I think I'm gonna need a knife. Oh, they're still ribs. Okay, there's bones in there.
Yes.
Okay, well, then we're going to get messy. In which case, we did not need a knife. Got a little kick to it. I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.